Mark, be honest, at 27-16, it looked like I was on top of it. What were your feelings at that moment?
Yeah, you're right. I think that we played okay for the first 20 minutes after a very poor start to the match. We were okay for the next 20, and then we were second best in everything. Exeter played really well. We played really poorly for the last 20 minutes of the first half. On the second half, we kind of huffed and puffed and were in the right areas of the field, but we kept on just making lots of errors. And they scored a try to go 27-16, and I think in that moment most teams are crushed. You're 27-16 down, you feel tired, it's hot, you know you're not playing very well, and somehow this group found a way to rally themselves, and yeah, it was a fantastic last 20 minutes of physically and emotionally, I think.
Mark, would you say that Saracens is now the best in the UK, the best in Europe, and the best in the world? And what about playing against the Crusaders?
Listen, we're just here to talk about today, really, and today was a really, really tough final. A really tough final. It's probably the toughest one that we've had in the Premiership. Against a really good side who played really well for that sort of either side of half time, and we couldn't control them. We couldn't stop the speed of their ball, and we were, as I said, second best and everything. But somehow this group never ceases to amaze me as to how we can find a way, then find energy from somewhere, because we looked tired and we were slow off the floor, and then we had bagfuls of energy for the last 15-20 minutes of the game. And once we went 3 points up, I thought we played brilliant pressure rugby. We suffocated them and we strangled them down their end, and it was a real masterclass in how to close out a game.
Is there anything that you do in that situation, or do you just leave it up to the players to work it out?
I think, and Brad, I'm sure will back this up, it's because of what we've been through. It's time together. We've had 6 years with this group of players, really, and we've had some really brilliant moments with them, but we've had some painful ones too. And I think without that experience, you can never turn that around. I don't think they're playing too well, we're playing too badly. It's 27-16, and we feel tired, and somehow that experience counts for something, I think.
What did you tell them at halftime? What discussion did you have at halftime?
It wasn't very difficult, because really everything was wrong. All the things that we say we are, we weren't, and it was the players who sort of demanded that we make a choice for the second half as to whether we were going to give it a bit of a go, but not really, and if they score again, we'll fold or give it a proper go. And although we didn't start the half brilliantly in terms of ball in hand and making mistakes, emotionally we were better, and then, like I said, the last 20 minutes was outstanding.
Over the years, there have been teams that have dominated in England, and invariably it sort of comes to an end. How long do you think your era of dominance can go on? How long?
We just got to enjoy. I've honestly got to enjoy winning like we won today, because although it's probably the worst we've played in a final, it's our 7th consecutive win in a final, which is incredible achievement from this group of players. It's probably the worst we've played for a large part of the game in the final. A lot of that goes down to the opposition and how well they played. But it's one of the most satisfying for all those reasons to find a way in the last 20 minutes, and it's been the hallmark of this group this season.
How does it make you feel though when you're compared to some of the great club sides that have gone before? Like the Leicester team, for example, at the turn of the century, that did back-to-back doubles and those sorts of things.
It makes me feel lucky to be part of the club that we're part of. I think we all feel fortunate to be here at the time that we're on an incredible journey at the moment, and fingers crossed we can make it continue a bit longer.
Brad, when you were watching and the 11-point gap came up, what were you thinking? Normally you're in the heat of the battle. When you're actually able to take it all in, were you concerned?
I think Mark said it. It's a tough one to come back from, and I had no doubt that the team would galvanise and throw the kitchen sink at it. Whether it was going to turn out to go the way it did, I had full faith, because we saw a similar sort of trend in that first half. It took a 2-minute thunderbolt to really galvanise us, and we said we were quite good for the next 10-15 minutes. So, you know, the way in which the team responded and, you know, turned 2 tries from nothing is probably a hallmark to what this team's always been about. And that's never giving up. It's having a relentless attitude, and it's driven by the players on the pitch, and they were phenomenal.
Mark, the whole salary cap thing has been a bit of a shadow on the side of the results. Hopefully that gets concluded soon, just to sort of take the questions away and the doubt surrounding them.
Of course. We think we run a good, positive model for English rugby. I think, in terms of the EQP data, which we all have to get more than 15 players, 23-man squad over the course of the 22 Premiership games plus the playoff games plus Europe, we came top of that list. We were the top Premiership club in having English qualified players playing. We think there's a lot of our academy players, like Exeter had as well today, a lot of academy players who played today and have been good all year, which we think our model is a positive model for English rugby, and yeah, hopefully that will go away.
Brad, I'm not writing you off here, so don't take it the wrong way, but how encouraging is it for the club to see guys like Tompkins coming off the bench, Adams Hayes playing a big part in that?
It's brilliant, and that's what we're all about. At no point is there ever a competitive streak. I think each guy goes out for Saracens is about putting the team first, and you know, I think Nick did that in spades. You know, he did pretty much the whole training today, the whole week, building up to the game, and he's been phenomenal this season, and as has many other players. And Mark's probably alluded to it. It's not been a case of Saracens bringing in players from all over the world. We've developed guys. I mean, I know myself as a 20-year-old coming to Saracens, I'm a hell of a lot better player for being at Saracens, and that's the combination of what the club's given to people, both on and off the pitch. It's making them feel part of a family and part of something special. And, you know, next part of the next era of that.
Brad, will you be taking your kit off over the next 48 hours?
Yeah, I think I've learned. I have no desire to become an Instagram sensation like Alex Good, so I'll be okay.
Will Alex Good still keep his rugby attire or not?
I haven't heard, but he does tend to dress up on the day after, so he might be the Joker, it might be something else, who knows.
Mark, you've got a lot of guys involved in the England squad, but also a lot of guys who've kind of been left out recently, like Alex Good and Lozowski. There's a good list of guys. Do you expect more now to poke their heads?
Not necessarily, no. Not necessarily. So we'll wait and see. It's not really in our control. Next year may be a unique challenge for us. We're going to have a lot of players away, and but that's a real opportunity for us as well to blood the next generation. You know, one of the real positive things for this season. Obviously, winning the Premiership and winning Europe are the headline acts. But we won the A-League and we get into the Prem Cup final and with an academy team, and we might have some pain at times next year, but I think for the long-term future of the club it's going to be a really important year for us.
Okay then.